dude, massive changes going down right now in TikTok, the social media platform, because of the Supreme Court ruling that just came out today and dropped. This is massive news and how it's going to freaking affect you and anybody else online going forward. So stay tuned. I'm going to break it all down right now. This freaking thing just popped. So what happened is Congress passed a new law in 2024, and it takes effect into 2025, effective on January 19th. And the new law is actually it's called the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. Now, what happened was TikTok, they sued Merrick Garland, TikTok Inc., which is the DBA, and Merrick Garland being the AG, and they wanted to get this law basically reversed. They wanted to get this law stopped and said it was unconstitutional against the First Amendment. So they lost at the circuit court. I didn't see what happened at the district court level, but circuit court level. And then it went to the Supreme Court. And the judges unanimously, they said the law was constitutional. Well, Sotomayor potentially said there was a First Amendment issue, but they all concurred that the law stands and TikTok is out. So here's the effect. The petitioners, TikTok, sought to block the act as unconstitutional under the First Amendment. The key holdings that were basically that they determined that it was sufficiently tailored to achieve its purpose. Now, the effect of the act as to what's going to happen right now is complete divestiture from Chinese control. Cease U.S. operations. 170 million U.S. users could lose control and access to the platform as of the 19th in 2 days. Content creators may lose significant audiences and income, shift to other platforms, basically. So massive impact. Now, effectively, as of January 19th, when this law goes into effect, that's the full 270 days after the act was designation, according to the law, then the U.S. companies supporting TikTok, probably AWS and whoever else their web service provider is here in the U.S., they are required to follow this law. So while a Chinese company may be like, oh, we don't care, we're not going to follow the law, well, their U.S. providers, AWS, they're the ones that have to follow this law. So the options here at this point, as of the next 2 days, complete what's called a qualified divestiture that the president determines. So at this point, it'd be Biden, that the results of the application are no longer controlled by a foreign adversary, meaning that they've got 2 days to liquidate to someone in the U.S. Elon Musk, whoever wants to buy this thing for pennies on the dollar, scrape it up for nothing. I mean, it's available. It sounds like they're gonna have to liquidate in 2 days, a fire sale. That's one option. Then the president could sign off and say, okay, they've sold to a U.S. company. Otherwise, precludes operational relationships between any U.S. operations. Foreign adversary controlled companies are completely out. Prevents any sort of cooperation or, prevents any data sharing agreements. Basically, complete cease of operations. So the penalties, if they do not comply, would be like civil enforcement actions. I mean, hefty monetary fines, and it'd be basically unlawful for any U.S. company to provide services to them, distribute, maintain any content. So, I mean, the president could grant a one-time extension for up to 90 days, which would extend to approximately April 19, 2025. So this would basically require Congress, it would require a certificate from Congress regarding progress to the divestiture. So there could be a 90-day potential delay up until April 19th, but as of freaking Sunday, the 19th, 2 days from now, the court basically notes that the petitioners argued that the government and consent. So if TikTok fails to comply, U.S. companies would be legally prohibited from servicing them. It would, if take effect, it would basically make it for impossible for TikTok to operate in the U.S. That's how powerful this is, this freaking court order right now. App stores would have to remove TikTok. Services would stop supporting the platform. Companies providing TikToks could face civil penalties, massive penalties and fines if they don't. I mean, the power of the law is about to freaking be shown to Americans on their own little device, because I got a throwaway phone. This other phone, it had that stupid TikTok on it when I got it. Chinese, like automatic TikTok. Of course, I uninstalled it, but it's probably monitoring me, watching me on my throwaway phone. I mean, I'm sure it is a little burner phone. I'm sure it is. I don't like that. I've never even been on TikTok, so I don't really know. But this is freaking massive freaking news. I mean, I was watching the Supreme Court hearing when they were arguing oral argument, and I was like back and forth on whether or not I was for or against it, because I'm a big freedom advocate, liberty and First Amendment, and I'm thinking, do they have any First Amendment rights? I mean, how does this affect things? They're not a U.S. company, so it was definitely an interesting argument. And in my opinion, overall, I mean, it's not really my opinion. It freaking doesn't really matter what I say. The law just said that they are not allowed to operate, so they're done. 2 days from now, if they don't do something, divestiture, meaning go to a new company, to a U.S.-based company, then in 2 days from now, you're not going to see, or if they don't apply for this extension, then you will not see TikTok on your phone as of the 20th. As I can almost guarantee you that AWS and Apple and Google, Android store, they're going to they will terminate TikTok from the platform after this court ruling. This is from the Supreme Court of the United States. This is serious, and they will follow this. And it basically upheld the new law that goes into effect as of the 19th. So big changes on the horizon. Hit the ones. My name is Gavin Mehl. I will see you at the freaking top. Leave a comment below. Freaking get rid of TikTok. It doesn't really matter now. They are gone unless it's with a brand new owner or a short extension. See you at the top.